Hello everyone, and welcome to another yearly devlog on Fusara Duelists. Nah, I'm joking. I've gotten very busy during the time between this video and the previous devlog that I haven't had time to record this. But since we're here now, we might as well jump right into the Fusara Duelists devlog number 3.
Behold the tools of creation!
So the last thing that was mentioned in the last devlog is the foresee mechanic. As said before, foresee was a mechanic that was brought over from obstruction. Another thing that was added from obstruction was the deck builder. Similar to obstruction, the layout of the cards is on a 3x3 grid. This way, the players can see and read the cards. Now, one thing that I did differently from obstruction is that I didn't use multiple prefabs. What I mean by this is that in obstruction, I had to make two versions of each playable card that was in obstruction. I had little knowledge of reusing card prefabs for the deck editor. However, now in Fusara Duelists, the 3x3 has preset buttons, and whenever the page is turned to the next set of cards, the buttons are updated to have the same image as the cards. But this is not the only way players can build their decks in Fusara Duelist. In Hearthstone, there's a game mode known as the Arena. In this mode, players have to build a deck by selecting 30 cards and selecting each card from 3 choices. Similar to the Discover mechanic in Hearthstone and Foresee in Fusara Duelist, I have it so that players can foresee cards to add to their deck. Another thing to mention in Hearthstone's Arena mode is that whenever a player rolls a legendary card, the other 2 choices are also legendary cards. So to add this into the game, I coded it so that whenever the game picks a legendary card as one of the choices, the game would change the other 2 choices into other random legendary cards as well. One more thing that I'd like to talk about is how this game will be updated in the future. So for the most part, it's just like Hearthstone. There will be cards that belong to a set, and these sets will be added every once in a while. However, one thing that I like that I added to Fusara Duelists is how I can balance cards quickly from Unity, and there is no need for players to download the game over and over again. I was able to do this by using the remote configuration from Unity. Basically, I added the project ID to Fusara Duelists and I was able to add the remote configuration. This config allows me to change parts of the game without having to export the game with the changes. So far, I can switch between the different ways the players can build their decks, what sets are in rotation, and more importantly, update any changes for any cards. Using this text document, I could change the cost, rarity, and text of a card without exporting the game in the future. As I continue to work more on this game, there will be more things I will add to the remote configuration so that it will be easier and quicker to balance the game when I release Fusara Duelist. Not only that, but remote configuration allows me to do things like setting up game modes that can come up weekly, monthly, or during the seasons, and all of these can update the game automatically by date and time. Alright, I think that's enough for this video. I'll talk more about Fusara Duelist in future devlogs, but until then, if you enjoyed the concept of Fusara Duelist, leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you all in the next video. See ya!